Hey guys, how are you doing? So it's 11:45 right now and I haven't vlogged at all day because earlier in the morning was kind of like weird for me, and then I got to work, like I was driving to work and I was gonna vlog then, and I realized then I realized that I forgot my memory card, so I couldn't vlog then either. So basically I'm just gonna kind of tell you how my work day went. This is gonna be one of those vlogs. Alright, so basically today at work, I showed up to work and I was like, okay, this is fine. And it was taking a while for things to pick up, and it was just like taking forever and ever and ever, so I was like, this is so freaking long or whatever. And then finally I started to get tables, and I was getting tables, I was fine. And then all of a sudden, like, I got really weeded. And I was like I was completely, like not completely, but it was slowly on a downhill. Like I don't even remember how or when it started, but one thing happened and I started just going downhill really fast. Or like slow, it was a slow downhill thing. And then this one table comes in and they're like fruit, what is it? They ordered a meal. It's called chicken spadini. And it comes with two sides. It comes in the book, it says it comes with mashed potatoes and vegetables, but you can switch those out. So I asked the guy, I was like, what do you want for your sides? And he was like, what are your vegetables? I was like, broccoli, carrots. He's like, I just want broccoli. Okay, cool, perfect. So, and like he was like, I just want broccoli, like, you know, that's it. And he was like, you know, I only want broccoli. I was like, okay, cool. So I thought he only wanted that, because I asked him sides, and then he just said, I just want broccoli. That's it. And so I was like, okay, cool. So I go, I do that, I get him only broccoli, and he comes back, and I give it to them, and then he comes back, and he's sitting there, and he's like, excuse me, where's the mashed potatoes? I was like, you didn't ask for mashed potatoes. And he was like, it says it comes with mashed potatoes. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I honestly misunderstood the guy. I thought he said he just wanted broccoli. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, no problem. I can get you some, whatever. And he was like, yeah, okay, he's like, that's no problem. Just, they were supposed to be. I was like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. And I was like, apologizing the whole time. I was like, this is my fault. Like, it really was my fault. I messed up. So I was like, I'll fix it. I'll go get you the mashed potatoes. It's not going to be a charge or anything like that. So I go do that, and then he's like, can you bring mustard too? I was like, yeah, sure. And then, of course, at the same time, I have 3 other tables that are all asking me to do things too. So I'm constantly going back and forth like this. And my boss asked me to do something, so I did it for him really quick, and I forgot the mustard. And then I go back and I let him know. I was like, oh yeah, shit, it'll be like a couple minutes. And he was like, and he like had a thing of mustard, so I was like, oh, I guess one of the servers got it for him. And then he grabs it, and he's like, I found this on one of the other tables. I was like, whoa, dude, calm down. Like, I'm sorry, I can't devote all my attention to you, and that I had 3 other people asking me to do things. Like, can you calm down a little bit? And then like he's upset about that, and then I tell him the mashed potatoes are coming to be out soon, and then he's like, I don't even want them anymore. He's like, I don't even want them anymore. I'm done with my meal, blah, 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 blah. And he's going off, and I was like, okay. I was like, whatever. So I kind of walked away from that. Telling that story, I remember how I got weeded. So this girl comes in with, like, I'm guessing her 2 brothers. She's pretty, and I was like, oh, cool. And then her bill wound up being like 58 something like that. Actually, it was like 58 exact. It was $58 exactly. And she gives me 20, a 20, another 20, another 20, and a fourth 20. So I got $80. And I was like, that's really, she's like, can we have change too? And I was like, that's really strange. So I go back to her and I give her $22 because that's what she got. That's what she had left. So I give it to her. So I go and I give her back that $20 bill, that extra one that she gave me, which was really weird, and the $2. And she was like, can I have 2 tens? I was like, oh yeah, sure. So I go to the bar, I get change for it, and they didn't have 10s, so I had 4 5s. And so I was like, all right, cool, here, so, I'll trade you or whatever. And then she was like, actually, you can keep the 3 5s. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And then I sat there, I took it, she's like, oh, that's sweet, a nice tip or whatever. And then she walks away, and then as I'm walking away, I'm like, wait, and I'm freaking out because she walked out, like, it wasn't that much, but still, she walked out without paying the full bill. So I wound up having to pay for it like $30 or so, but it was just like, what? I had to do the math on this a lot because it makes sense, and I guess she's done this before because it was very efficient. Because I don't know, maybe I did it wrong too because I didn't switch the 20s because I had 3 20s from her to pay for the meal, so I was just gonna make one of those 20s into change and then take the other 20. And I didn't do that. I was like, yeah, let's, I was like, all right, I'll trade you, whatever. And I went to go grab it. She was like, actually, you just keep it. I was like, oh, cool. And I just kind of left it. I was like, whoa. And so that sucked. That's the point when I started getting weeded, when that bitch did that. Like, that really pissed me off. Like, I really hope she comes back in so I could be like, hey, are you gonna pay for your meal this time, or are you gonna make me pay for it again? But no, that was just so annoying. So yeah, my day was pretty bad. And then these two black guys come in, and they're sitting there, they're doing whatever, and they're eating, and I give them like their food, like they order their food. One guy ordered a Prime Burger, which is just USDA Prime meat, and then I give it to them, and he's like, "Yo, why is this so small?" He's like, "I got a Prime Burger, and his burger's bigger." And I was like, "Our Prime Burgers are a little bit smaller. It's just like a leaner cut of beef, blah blah blah." And he was like, he was really upset that his friend's burger was bigger. Then he was like, "Oh, I thought it just meant it was bigger or whatever." And I was like, "No," and like, so that was weird. And then I was like, like I'm sitting there, like I'm talking to the table, I'm getting the table's order. That's like right, like basically in front of them. Like this is the table I was at, or this is the table I was at, and this is them. So it would be like this. And as I'm like writing it down or whatever, they're sitting there and like raising their hand up, and I kind of look at them like, okay, 1 second, and then like I'm writing it down. He's like, "Excuse me." I was like, "Okay," and I kind of look up. I was like. And I looked back at the table. I was like, "Sorry about that." And like I finished. She's like, "This is this or whatever." And I come over. I was like, "Yes." And then the guy was like, he was like, "Hey, can I have some more mayo?" I was like, "Okay." And then I go, and my boss asked me to like make coleslaw really quick. So I was like, "Okay, fine." So I make coleslaw, and then I go back to like just check on tables, and he was like, "Where's my mayo?" And like not just like upset, like he was like yelling. He was like, "Where's my mayo?" I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot about that." So I went and got it from him. I was like, "Here you go, sorry about that." And then I go give him the check, and then I was like, "Do you need anything else?" "No, just the check." So I gave him the check, I put it down, and then he looks at me and goes, "Separate." I was like, "Whoa, buddy, like you gotta calm down a little bit, like I don't know like what happened, but like he was upset that I gave him the same just one check. I was like, "One, you never told me it was separate. Like you're grown ass men. I thought you could I thought one of you would be figuring this out or something like that, or letting me know." And he yelled at me, so I went and fixed it or whatever. I was like, "There you go." And then one of the guys gave me exact change, and the other guy gave me his total was like $5.88, and he gave me $6. So I got like 20 cents from that guy. So I was making bank off of that table. Oh, it sucked. It was horrible. It was not fun. It was a really bad day. But yeah, so now I'm here doing stuff, and I'm gonna actually work on some music for a little bit. But it was not a good day. It was horribles. It made me have a sad. I didn't even make that much money. I only made like $40 or something like that. But you know what? It's okay. I'll take $40, I guess. $40 isn't that bad. But no, it wasn't fun. It was not fun. The good thing is that I actually got home early, which is nice. So normally late stays they're cut at 11 because they're staying late. The closers stay there till midnight, and late stays stay there like an hour till. And I was cut like 9. It was like, whoa, like we were, like when we died down, we died down. He was like, "Yeah, you're cut." I was like, "Okay, I'm a late stay, but alright." So I got out there at like 11, but I stayed around a little bit, talked to some friends or whatever. But it was a weird ass day. It was a weird day. I'm glad I'm home. I'm really glad I'm home, guys. Alright, well, I'm going to bed, you guys. It is late. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning right now. So I'm definitely going to head to sleep. And yeah, so I will see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching. Again, sorry for being such a weird vlog. I just, was in a weird mood and forgot camera and all that stuff. But yeah, so I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Thank you for watching again. It's like the 5th time I've said that, isn't it? Whatever, I'm going to bed. Good night, guys. Now Maddie and I, because I have to upload the vlog, there's like a little lull in between stuff. And so we're here, and I am trying to upload the vlog really quick, but we're also waiting to start. The line's like this freaking long, so we're just waiting. What are you laughing at? You! Yeah, I know, I'm talking to a camera. I'm the crazy.